25 years old and I don't know how to do my own hair.
In the curly hair community, learning how to do your own hair is generally considered a months to years long journey of trial and error. What I want to know is, can that period be condensed into, say, a week or so of trialing everything until something sticks? This is my curly journey speedrun.
So this is what we're working with. This hasn't been washed in quite a while. I've bought a whole bunch of curly hair products and I only really used the shampoo and conditioner. We're gonna change that this week. So the first step that I'm doing today is clarifying my hair. You can buy commercial clarifying shampoo, but I don't want to. So I'm doing the first DIY that I found from a Google search, which is 1 part apple cider vinegar to 2 parts water. I'm gonna get in the shower, I'm going to shampoo like normal, and now we're going to do the vinegar soak. 1 part. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Vinegar. If you wanna do this, 80 mils of vinegar, too much. I'm just gonna massage it into my scalp. It's supposed to help with like itchiness and dandruff and stuff. I don't know if I believe all that. I'm gonna rinse it out with cool water because I'm following instructions. Main difference right now is that I smell like vinegar. So we'll press on. Next up is deep conditioning, which is supposed to get more moisture into your hair. I'm just going to use my conditioner. Like, I know that there's deep conditioners and this is a leave-in conditioner and then there's the other conditioner. Nothing I've read so far has convinced me to buy 3 conditioners. Apply it generously, comb it through, and then put a cap on and let it sit for like an hour. I don't own a brush. Alright, I'm gonna use my fingers then. Oh shit. I think that's applied very generously. If you can hear. Now I have to cover it, but I also don't own a conditioning cap. Plastic wrap apparently serves the same function. So I'm gonna glad wrap my head. That's this is what we're doing today. Am I beautiful yet? Applying some gentle heat is supposed to help absorb the moisture into your hair. And you can do that with a hairdryer. Am I about to shrink wrap my head? I'll be really gentle. I'll see you in an hour.
While I was waiting, I bought myself a brush.
So I have done my time. I spent the last hour with a shrink wrapped head. Feels so weird. I'm gonna use cool water to rinse my hair. Oh. I'm kind of tired of this. I stole a t-shirt from Frantic. I'm gonna try plopping. The idea behind plopping is that
I didn't actually know the purpose of plopping, and for some reason I started bullshitting my way through this like I had an essay due.
There's no way this is right. It looked way easier in the video. Oh, I did it. Look like a pirate. Oh, it feels so soft. Wow. I'm gonna let it air dry the rest of the way. So this is what it looks like dry. It feels super clean and also like really light and soft because it's like so fluffy. I feel like it's gonna turn into a bowl of frizz. Didn't really do much in terms of like making it look good. I don't know. So the last thing I'm gonna do today is before I sleep, I'm gonna wrap up my hair in this satin bonnet. What the heck? Why is everything easier in the tutorial? Ta-da! I'm gonna sleep in this. Hopefully my hair looks alright tomorrow. I'm actually surprised this stayed on my head. Huh. It's definitely less frizzy than usual. It just flattened out. So today I'm going to try a Gelcast. I'm following the steps on the Curly Susie tutorial, which seemed like the most straightforward because she only uses gel. And honestly, most curly hair YouTubers confuse the fuck out of me with like 100 different products. The results that she showed from a Gelcast in the video looked amazing. I do have gel. It's not for curly hair. Mega Hold styling gel. I think it works with just regular gel. I'm one of these people who are skeptical when brands try to sell you curly gel and it's like, isn't that just gel? Step 1, I'm gonna wet my hair. It's supposed to be soaking wet like you just got out of the shower. This is about like how much I would pipe on a mini cupcake. I rubbed it between my hands and I'm gonna glaze it on the way I saw in the video. This is called the praying hands technique. Okay, so we're doing 2 mini cupcakes worth of gel. Oh, it feels horrible. Actually, I don't know, 3 mini cupcakes? Okay, and now we're scrunching. Oh, I'll clean that up. I'm gonna plop again. That was so much easier than the first time. I smell like a very particular type of man. The ones that like are too pushy when they ask you out. It's this. Curly Susie says to go on a low heat setting. How much am I supposed to put? It's just a... Whoa! Still sticky. I think I must have put too much gel. This is taking way too long to dry. I'm gonna just scrunch it out later in the day when it's fully dry. Here I am. I think it's all crispy crunchy. I'm gonna scrunch. Ta-da! I think it looks better than it normally does. There's definitely still some bits that aren't dry in here. And I don't think I got all the gel out. It's not very frizzy, but I think this went alright. I'm gonna give this like a... It worked. Let's see what we got. Yikes. There's lots of gel still left in my hair, but after sleeping in it, it's kind of like locked all of my hair together. Today I want to try finger coiling. I watched 2 tutorials on it and wrote notes. Finger coiling seems a bit intimidating. I feel like it's going to be difficult for me. First up, I'm going to wet my hair. Next I'm going to section it. I don't have any clips, but I do have a hair tie. Beautiful. Starting from the bottom section, I'm going to add curl cream and rake through a bit of gel. Curl cream. A bit on your fingers, right? I'm gonna go easy on it this time. And I'm mixing it with water. This feels good. Twist hair around finger. I'm overthinking this so much. Ow. There we go. There is my first finger coil. Is that it? I feel like a lot of girls with curly hair grew up feeling ugly. Nobody really knew how to look after curly hair. And I would just like to add to the collective trauma with my own story of growing up half Chinese. And if you don't know what being Chinese has to do with it, most Chinese people don't use conditioner. So growing up in Australia, my family also didn't use conditioner. I remember in primary school one time, a girl in my class turned to me with the most disgusted look on her face and she was like, "Don't you use conditioner?" And said, "What's that?" And then everybody laughed. I think I'm done with the bottom section. Top section. So, wait. How do you keep the sections separate? My arms are getting tired. You know what? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna let it air dry the rest of the way. The last step is supposed to be separating the curls, but I don't really have like the big clumpy coils. I don't know if it's because it doesn't work that way on less curly hair, or if I just didn't do it right. I did get like some more spirally bits underneath, so that was finger coiling, I guess. So I just got out of the shower. I'm gonna try and follow a brush styling tutorial. She used exactly this Denman brush, which arrived in the mail yesterday. I don't really know what makes this brush a curly hair brush. Since it's what everyone uses in the tutorials, this is what I got. And I've seen people rip the back off of it. It comes apart so that you can customize it. Step 1, wet hair. Step 2, leave-in conditioner. The next thing she used was Ego Slay Orange Marmalade. So I'm going to use curl cream. Step 4. Divide your hair into sections roughly the size of the diameter of your typical curl pattern. Step 5. Brush goes under hair, quarter turn away from face, add tension, run along length. Black t-shirt wasn't good for this, was it? Alright. Quarter turn, tension, panic, tension. This feels like a funny superstition. I don't think this is doing anything. My hair looks exactly the same. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'll scrunch the whole thing one more time and then I'm gonna diffuse. Okay, I take it back. I think the brush did something. It didn't do what I was expecting it to do. I think it's like pretty waves kind of style. Time for me to smush it all against my head with a bonnet and go to sleep. Hello. It's been a while. I stopped doing my hair for a bit, so we're back to dirty, unwashed hair. Apparently it's not good to wet and dry your hair every single day. I've just been like baking cakes, having fun, not worrying about my hair, and generally putting off trying the bowl method because first of all, I had to buy another product for this. I bought hair mousse because I didn't have any and it's part of the technique. I'm annoyed that I have to buy all of this stuff just to try it. Is everybody just like going out and trying like every product? This seems like a conspiracy from the hair product companies. Today I'm trying the bowl method by Sophie Marie. So I watched her full-length tutorial on YouTube and I took notes. First step is just to shampoo and condition like normal. There's a note here to fully rinse out the conditioner. So that's what I'm gonna do. Step 2 is leave-in conditioner. She used a spray conditioner and basically said that using too much moisturizer can weigh your hair down. So I'm gonna try and act accordingly. This seems like there is nothing in my hair. Next is curl cream. I'm gonna try the other curl cream I have. Oh, it stinks. Ugh. I don't know why she did this upside down, so I don't know if I need to do it upside down as well. Next is the bowl part of the bowl method. I've got a couple of cupfuls of warm water and we're dunking and squishing. That was one dunk and squish. I'm gonna do it 3 more times. Gonna use this thing I bought. It kind of just like disappears. Doesn't really feel like anything. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. I love it. This is my new product. It's nah. Okay. Next is plopping. I've done this twice already, I think. I'm basically an expert. No. Come on, I'm an expert. See you in 15 minutes. The next step is to diffuse your hair upside down. And she sits down for this, so I am sitting on the closed toilet. Once you take your hair out of the plop, you're supposed to keep your head upside down until your hair is fully dry.
This was a 3-part process. Her drying instructions were very specific here, but I did like the lack of ambiguity because I generally feel like I'm stumbling around in the dark with this.
I feel like that didn't take as long to dry as other times that I've tried diffusing my hair. So basically it's the same idea as the Gelcast. There should be like kind of hardened crispy bits from the mousse and you just like scrunch it to like soften up your hair, I guess. I think it's pretty much done. I feel like this went really well. Ta-da! Honestly, when I was taking notes for this technique, I thought, is it even worth trying this? Because I am definitely never going to do it on a regular basis. But it wasn't that bad, and I feel so pretty, so I'm probably going to be doing this one a lot. I think this is the best my hair has ever looked. Probably. Woo! Shower! Yeah! Why is it so hard for me to breathe right now? Help your hair absorb. I'm sorry, I just like looked at myself.